YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, the one is to GMS, who told me this truth. 1 Thessalonians 5:1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. So we have, this is the government website for the UK, and this is the 19 vax program for 2023. So since the first 19 vax was authorised for use in the UK in December 2020, the aim of the 19 vax program has been and continues to be the reduction of severe disease across the population while protecting the NHS as the transition continues away from the demic emergency response towards demic recovery. The Joint Committee on Vax and Immunisation has begun to consider the 2023 vax program. The current OMI era is characterized by high levels of population immunity acquired through vax and other natural infection, lower disease severity compared to infection due to previous SARS variants. During this time, the risk of severe 19 continues to be disproportionately greater in those from older age groups, residents in care homes for older adults, and persons with certain underlying health conditions. Compared to the initial phase of the demic, much more is now understood regarding SARS infection. However, there remains ongoing uncertainty regarding virus evolution, the durability and breadth of immunity, and the epidemiology of infection. These uncertainties limit the immediate development of a routine immunization program against 19. So this is the advice. So interim advice for planning purposes ahead of 2023. So in autumn 2023, persons at higher risk of severe 19 could be offered a booster vax dose in preparation for 2023-2024 winter. In addition, for a smaller group of persons, such as persons of older age and those who are immunosuppressed, an extra boost dose may be offered in the spring of 2023. Emergency surge vax responses may be required should a novel variant of concern emerge with clinically significant biological differences compared to OMI variant. So I think that's kind of like quite key. This one here, that third one, that emergency surge. Just keep an eye out for that. So it also advises the 2021 booster offer third dose for persons 16 to 49 years who are not in a clinical risk group should close in alignment with the close of autumn 2022 campaign. Otherwise, healthy persons aged 5 to 49 who develop a new health condition in 2023 that place them in a clinical risk group would be offered primary vax or boost during the next seasonal vax campaign as appropriate. Vax outside these campaign periods would be subject to individual clinical judgment. Primary course 19 vax should move over the course of 2023 towards a more targeted offer during vax campaigns to protect those persons at higher risk of severe 19. So this includes residents in care homes, staff working with old people, frontline health workers, social care, adults over 50, persons 5 to 49 years old in clinical risk group as set out in the Green Book, persons aged 12 to 49 who are household contacts of people with immunosuppression, persons aged 16 to 49 who are carers and set out in the Green Book. Research should be considered to inform the optimal timing of boost to protect against severe 19 for groups who are at different levels of clinical risk. So considerations. So it's estimated that over 97% of adults in England had SARS-CoV-2 antibodies either from infection or VAX. VAX by the end of August 2022. So in Great Britain, an estimated 93% to 99% of children aged 12 to 15 and 74 to 89%, 98% of children aged 8 to 11 had antibodies against SARS at the end of 2022, August. Natural immunity alone provides good levels of protection against severe 19, while the combination of natural and VAX-induced immunity, evil, is associated with even higher levels of protection. This high level of strong population immunity developed over the past 2.5 years is under regular monitoring through the UK Health Security Agency. Not all hospitalizations and deaths ascribed to SARS infection are vaccine preventable events due to the high transmissibility of OMI variant together with infection that can be asymptomatic or only mildly symptomatic. Persons who require hospital care for non-19 reasons may be coincidentally infected with SARS, so such hospitalizations are not preventable through 19 vax. In contrast, some highly vulnerable people may develop severe 19 despite being VAX'd. These individuals often have underlying health conditions that confer high susceptibility to severe disease from other infections as well. So in the UK, during OMI era, the highest rates of hospitalizations were consistently observed in persons aged 75 years and over, while rates of infection were high across all ages and especially young persons. So revised estimates of the number of needed to VAX to prevent one hospitalization during OMI era indicates that 800 persons aged 70 years old and above would need to be given a booster in autumn 2022 to prevent one hospitalization from 19. The corresponding NNV for persons aged 50 to 59 is 8,000, and for persons aged 40 to 49 who are not in a clinical risk group is 92,500. Let's jump to future variations and their impact. As the virulence of any new emergent variant cannot be reliably predicted, rapid response measures may be required should there be substantial change in population immunity against the dominant circulating variant, including any variant of concern. So there you go. There is a plan for 2023, a boost plan for 2023. Inshallah.